Welcome to this moment of peace, where you pause in order to breathe deeply and allow yourself to capture a rare calm in the midst of fast-paced life. Today, we'll talk about something simple yet profound in its impact: the constant repetition of the same reality and how you can learn to move in a new wave of consciousness to actually change your life, what might be called quantum transition. Have you ever felt like you're spinning in a circle, living the same experiences, repeating the same mistakes, or even feeling stuck in a place that doesn't change? This circle is not just a coincidence, but a reflection of an inner state, of a mental programming that reproduces the same conditions, the same feelings, the same results. In modern science, the quantum principle explains to us that small particles behave not only as physical matter, but as probability waves. This means that the reality we see and experience is not static, but rather variable, and is affected by the structure of our consciousness and the way we see things. What you think of yourself and the world directly affects the experience you experience. Therein lies the secret. If you change your way of thinking, if you allow yourself to see other possibilities, you can move into a whole new reality. This is not just fiction, but a theory supported by a lot of scientific research in the field of physics and psychology. At the same time, there is ancient and profound judgment found in spiritual teachings that focus on transforming the heart and intention as an entry point to true self-transformation. These teachings suggest that man possesses an innate capacity for profound change from within himself, when he is freed from the constraints of fear and doubts and begins to reprogram himself with pure intentions and renewed willpower. Let's meditate together. What thoughts and feelings do you repeat daily? Are they supportive, full of hope, full of faith in your ability to grow? Or are you living in a cycle of anxiety, hesitation, and repetition? The first step in quantum transition is to become aware of this cycle, not to judge yourself, but to awaken from it with gentleness and love. Change comes not with hard power, but with quiet awareness and with freedom from the weight of the past. When you begin to change the tone of your thoughts, even with a small step, the molecules that make up your reality begin to vibrate at a new frequency, and this attracts you to different experiences, different people, different opportunities. This is not a short journey, but one worth living, because every step of it brings you closer to a new version of yourself, one that comes alive, with light, and with the ability to make a reality that reflects your true dreams. Don't rush the results. Trust in the transformation process, in the wisdom that life presents to you every day, even in the smallest details. I will accompany you on this quiet journey, together, to discover how to open the doors of quantum transition, how to strike a balance between science and spirit, between mind and heart, to break out of the cycle and begin a new life with love, patience, and faith. Let's move on to the next section to delve deeper into the mechanisms of mind and energy that drive this transformation. Quantum transition is not just a purely scientific concept, it is a real-life experience that we can achieve in our daily lives. The human mind has a tremendous ability to influence reality through our thoughts and feelings. In modern physics, there is the idea that reality is a frequency, and that everything around us, from the smallest atom to the greatest galaxy, is energy vibrating at a specific frequency. This is like a musical instrument playing a specific note. If you want to change the note, you must play a different string. In parallel, psychological studies show that the subconscious mind holds many old beliefs, rooted in our past experiences, our families, and our environment. These beliefs form the matrix that reproduces the same events and situations in our lives. So how do we change this? How do we break the cycle? The answer is through deep meditation, reprogramming the mind, and directing energy toward what we truly desire. The energy you expend on doubt and anxiety rebuilds the same reality you don't desire. Meanwhile, the energy you direct toward hope, joy, and reassurance creates a gateway to a new reality. Deep breathing and inner stillness are the key to unlocking the doors of the subconscious mind. Once you find your safe place within, where you listen to the voice of your heart, the magical process of transformation begins. There is an old saying, that when a person frees himself from the shackles of his self, he becomes like a flowing river, not looking back, but flowing toward his goal with wisdom and calm. Quantum transition is about remembering this truth. You are not a prisoner of your circumstances. You are, consciously and willingly, the creator of them. Each of us has the ability to reset our emotions and thoughts, to set a clear intention for each day, and to envision a new reality with the eyes of the heart. This is the essence of ancient science, a science that connects a person to their inner source and inspires transformation through love, patience, and faith. In the next section, we will discuss practical steps you can take now to begin your journey toward a new reality. Let's now discuss practical steps, simple yet powerful, that you can take from this moment to activate quantum shifting in your life. Step 1. Consciously stop repetition. Observe yourself throughout the day. Whenever you find yourself repeating the same negative thoughts, pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this thought helping me or hindering me? Don't judge yourself too harshly, but simply observe and give yourself a chance to change course. Step 2. Deep, calm breathing. Breath is the bridge between mind and body. When you breathe consciously, the energy of tension begins to dissolve, and you can enter a state of deep relaxation. Take time each morning and evening to breathe slowly to recharge your energy and renew your intention. Step 3. Form a new intention. Set a clear, simple, and realistic intention. Don't just focus on what you want, but how you want to feel along the way. For example, I want to live in comfort and inner peace, or I want to be organized and calm in my studies. The intention is the seed you plant within yourself, and with it, the transformation begins. Step 4. Conscious visualization. Each day, take a few minutes to imagine yourself living the new reality you aspire to. How do you look? How do you feel? Who's around you? Fill this visualization with all the details that will bring it to life in your mind. The mind responds to repetition and clarity, so repeat this inner scene. Step 5. Constant gratitude. Each day, even in the most difficult moments, focus on one thing you're grateful for. Gratitude raises your energy frequency and creates space to attract the best. These steps don't require you to change everything at once. Rather, you should start with small, gentle, but frequent steps, because positive repetition is the key to breaking the cycle of negative repetition. It's as if you are planting a new river of energy within you, and over time, this river will carve its course in your reality, bringing with it new opportunities and experiences. Through these steps, we reach a state of balance between thought and energy, between mind and heart, where you can make profound transformations, even if their beginnings are simple. Remember, in modern science, as in ancient teachings, all change begins within. Don't wait for external circumstances to change. Instead, begin by changing your outlook, your beliefs, and your way of life. In the next section, we will discover how patience and inner calm can be true friends on this journey. Patience is one of the golden keys to the quantum transition journey. In a fast-paced world, we tend to crave immediate results, but profound transformations don't come that fast. Patience isn't just passive waiting. It's a state of presence and awareness, where you live the moment in every detail and accept the small steps that lead you toward your goal. When you learn to embrace inner calm, you begin to free yourself from the psychological pressure generated by stress and anxiety. Calm is where the seeds of transformation grow. Imagine a calm lake on a cold morning. Its surface is mirror smooth, with no ripples to spoil its clarity. This lake resembles your mind. When it finds inner peace, it can see the deepest things clearly. Scientifically, inner calm lowers levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and increases activity in the parasympathetic nervous system responsible for relaxation and balance. Recognizing the value of patience and calm allows you to control your reactions and deal with life's challenges with greater maturity, accelerating your positive transformations. In this context, don't forget that life holds valuable lessons. Every experience you go through, whether difficult or easy, is part of an inner training that shapes and strengthens your awareness. When you begin to see things from this perspective, challenges turn into opportunities for growth, and your outlook on life changes radically. So, on this journey, carry patience as your faithful companion and calm as your inner home, and you'll see how doors begin to open for you and how reality transforms into a wider space of possibilities. In the next section, we'll focus on the importance of self-love as a key factor in achieving any true transformation. Self-love is the foundation of all true transformation. Without self-love, it's difficult to create sustainable change in our lives. But what does self-love really mean? It's not flattery or selfishness. It's recognizing your value as a human being, respecting yourself, and taking care of your mental and physical health. When you love yourself, you begin to treat your mistakes with kindness rather than blaming or being harsh. You allow yourself the opportunity to learn and grow rather than falling into a cycle of self-criticism. In modern psychology, studies have found that people who practice self-love have stronger psychological resilience, better mental health, and a greater ability to cope with stress. From a spiritual perspective, ancient teachings urge that compassion be directed first toward oneself. Because if you don't love and accept yourself, how can you expect to accept life and change? True change begins within. It begins with an honest dialogue with yourself, in which you acknowledge the support, patience, and time you need. Take a small step today. Speak kindly to yourself, write a love letter to yourself, or simply give yourself a moment of quiet to thank you for all the challenges and patience you endure. These moments of self-care boost your energy and build a bridge between your current reality and your better future. The more you love yourself, the more you'll be able to welcome goodness, success, and joy, because you simply deserve it. In the next section, we'll discuss how you can organize your life and your studies to support this profound transformation. Organization is a powerful tool that helps us make change sustainable and realistic. On the journey of quantum transition, it's not enough to just dream or wish. We need a plan and habits that support our goals. Start by organizing your time in a simple and flexible way. Set aside short, focused periods for studying or working and breaks for relaxation and rejuvenation. In psychology, the Pomodoro technique appears to be an effective time management method. Working in focused 25-minute periods followed by a short break boosts productivity and reduces burnout. Organization doesn't mean being rigid or overly demanding. It means creating a system that aligns with your nature and motivates you to continue. Write down your daily and weekly goals, review them regularly, and give yourself recognition for every achievement, no matter how small. Organizing your environment also has a significant impact. A tidy, clean, and quiet space enhances your mental clarity and focus. When you're feeling stressed or disorganized, remember that returning to organization is a step toward resetting your internal frequency and opening up space for a new reality. Through this balance of planning and flexibility, you begin to build your life like a harmonious musical note, where each part plays its part in creating a new, different, and vibrant melody. In the next section, we will talk about the power of self-belief and its role in achieving these transformations. Self-belief is the spark that ignites the journey of change. Without this belief, you may feel like you're trying to swim against a strong current. But what does self-belief mean? It is a deep confidence in your ability to learn, grow, and overcome difficulties. It is the inner feeling that you deserve success and happiness. In psychological science, self-belief is linked to the concept of self-efficacy, which helps you face challenges with determination and not give up. In ancient wisdom, you are encouraged to see yourself as a being capable of performing small miracles every day because you carry within you inexhaustible energy. When you cultivate this belief, you begin to change your relationship with obstacles. They become learning opportunities instead of barriers. Every failure becomes an experience that brings you closer to your goal. You are not alone on this journey. An inner voice encourages you, whispering that every step, no matter how small, is important and valuable. Take time to remember your past successes and remember the moments when you were strong and persistent. These memories fuel your self-belief. Over time, you'll find that this belief becomes your shield and banner as you face life's ups and downs. In the next section, we'll delve into the importance of releasing stress and how it can be the key to unlocking a new reality. Stress is one of the biggest obstacles to transformation. When we live in a state of constant stress, our minds become clouded, our energy is scattered, and we lack the ability to take clear steps. Scientifically, chronic stress releases hormones that negatively impact our body and mind, reducing concentration, increasing anxiety, and disrupting sleep. Therefore, it's essential to learn how to release this stress in a healthy and effective way. Start with simple techniques like deep breathing, walking in nature, or light exercise. These activities help calm the nervous system and release pent-up energy. Re-evaluating your priorities and organizing your time also reduces sources of stress. Don't be afraid to say no when you need to, and don't push yourself more than you can handle. And don't forget the importance of social support. Talking to someone you trust, or even writing down your feelings in a journal, can relieve the psychological burden. Relieving stress opens a new door to energy and clarity. When you lighten your load, your mind begins to function better, and you become able to see new opportunities and innovative solutions. This step isn't easy, but it is necessary, and it's an integral part of the quantum transition process we've discussed. In the final section, we'll bring all these elements together to see how we can prepare for true success. Preparing for success is the stage where you integrate everything you've learned previously, preparing to face the new reality with confidence and calm. Success isn't just about achieving a physical or external goal. It's an inner state of contentment, peace, and balance. Start your day with a focus on clear intentions while committing to self-love, patience, and organization. Give yourself space to learn from experience and carry with you a strong belief in your ability to transform. At this stage, remember that reality is not static, but rather a direct reflection of the energies and thoughts you emit. Choose to radiate hope, love, and positivity. When you live in this balance, the universe begins to respond to you in surprising and unexpected ways. Ultimately, know that these words are not just a passing thought, but rather wisdom that combines modern science with profound spiritual knowledge, passed down through generations of Eastern sages. As one of the sages of Shi'a Islam says, a person is capable of changing his reality if he is sincere in his intention and perseveres on the path with patience and faith. Let these words guide you on your journey and begin today with a new step toward a reality you create with awareness, love, and confidence.